So it's now Friday, so get this open-handed to blow the dust off. See if I can get that catch over there to stay. It's not extending. All right, let's sort that out and then I'll see what to do. Okay, I have found a bespoke tube. So, a few bits in there, leaves, dust, patina on that sort of stuff, that alley, a bit dusty, dirty. I took the master cylinder off. I'll send a picture of that actually. I took that off and rebuilt it ages ago along with the front calipers, probably 2 years ago. Took all the spark plugs out, put some oil down the boards and stuff. It does turn over. I haven't turned it over probably for a year. We'll have a look at that in a sec. So meanwhile, let's just blow the dust off and see where we're at. Cleaned it, got new seal kits and stuff for it. It was quite hard. It was one of the rare ones or something that one seal kit was 30 quid because it come with this one and this one, and this one was some posh bloody master cylinder that was only on a certain year, and the seal kit was about £90 because it had an extra seal in the kit. Still, one of those things. Might be a few spiders in there, but there's no holes. Right, just getting a bit of soapy water, just rinse the dust off on here by hand and wipe it off. Just wings and the. Do we do the bonnet? I'm not here to wash it, I'm here to take the plugs out, so. Not plugs, injectors. Right, get on with it. Let's just do the wings. Yeah, I couldn't help it. Comes up all right, doesn't it, eh? This is the bit that was actually exposed when I was painting the orange MX-5. The sheet sort of was draped over the corner. It comes off quite quickly. Satisfying my inner child. Right, yeah, it's black and shiny. Yeah, it needs time on it. Come on, Paul, get on with the job. Get the injectors out. So let's have a quick look. I can't remember if I checked any of the levels. It's red. That's probably all it's going to show because, I mean, it hasn't run, so it's not. Well, it's got fluid in it, obviously, so it's like the other one, supposed to run it in gear and then check it in neutral, so that. Let's have a look at the engine oil. Just remembered, as well as that magnetic holder, I got this for Christmas. So let's set it up and see if I can hang it under the bonnet. Well, see if this works. Well, it seems to work okay from the engine bay. Right, now, one of the first things I did, I've only had it a couple of months, was take what plugs out and put some oil stuff down the bores. The chap said he drove it in. Above the high, yeah, which would figure, because I did put, you know, probably a, well, I don't know. I thought, using judgment, I thought probably like enough to put like a centimetre in each bore. So it's yeah, I mean it's brown, but it's not, you can still see through it. So just checking the manual for instructions. I'll put a load of still pictures up, just for your reference if you needed to print them off or whatever. Okay, now all these pipes, although like visibly they're in good condition, they are rock hard. That wasn't too bad, but these short ones, they feel hard, and like the ones in the boot the other day, you knock them and they're hard down there. So we're going to undo these, do the instructions, undo the clips for the fuel rail, undo the ones for the injectors, and it says to lift them all up as an assembly with the injectors left on the fuel rail. So let's try and do that. I'll put the phone somewhere and give a stop motion bit for a bit. Okay, I hope you weren't too bored with that. I did cut it down a lot. Basically, most of it means undoing these clips and fighting with rock hard hoses to try and get them off the end, and there's no suppleness or give in them to get it out. Every time I was undoing one, I thought, oh yeah, it'll come off, it'll come off. But it wouldn't, and in the end I resorted to cutting it, and really I should have just cut a couple of them off straight away instead of wasting my time. So all he's got to do now is just undo these two little posts, take the brackets off and lift both rails off. Right, we got both fuel rails off. Now I'll see if I can, oh there it is, I'm going to try and drill what's left of any fuel out of there. In that one, I know there's a bit in this one, they were weeping as I picked them up. Right, yeah, you can see that's quite yellow. Yeah, it smells old. There's a bit in this one as well. I think that was even darker. So yeah, a bit of a fight with these. Right. Now, again, I've got other stuff to do, and it's, well, mid-late afternoon, so I'm going to roll this off and put, see if I can get me testing gear out. Yeah, missed it. Right, yeah, just tip some more out of the that left-hand fuel pressure regulator. That was the... Oh, they're weeping out. Okay, rolled off there. I'll give it a quick sort of just a bed bath with damp bits of paper to wipe the worst of the dust off. So, we have carb cleaner spray, battery. This is the patented tester I bought off eBay. So, you get this little thing, basically jam a rubber, cheap rubber grommet in the top. You get your injector, connect the wires up to it, hold it on there, hold it down on the can so it forces the carb cleaner under pressure. Turn it on to pulse, and it sprays out the end. Now, it works on this one. I've still got my rails for the ones off the Jag and the bits and pieces in there. I haven't got time to do this now because I'm just running out of time in the day. It's about 4:30. I'm just going to put this up so you know it's out there, and I will try and put some time aside to lay them all out, get the kit, etc., strip them down, clean them, put them all back on the rail, and then go from there according to what else I've got to do on the car. I'll show you it in action. So, in Blue Peter style, here's one we prepared earlier. So, I just tried this. It's got different pulses. 1 is short, 2 medium, 3 long, or 4 is continuous. Let's put it on continuous. Press go. You can hear that clicking. So we hold it on the can, hold it on the rubber, press down. Hopefully you can see it's spraying a nice mist out of that. So, there you go. I will try that with the other injectors, and then we'll decide what we're going to do, if I need to buy more or plan B. Yeah, I got a bunch of these a couple of years ago when I bought all this stuff. I got a bunch of these off of eBay. Yeah, I don't know, they were like 75 quid for a bunch of them. Some of them worked, some didn't, so I knew I could test this to see if it's set up, and then I knew if I was doing this one right. But again, with these rails, you've got to cut this off to change them, or to test them. Let's actually just take one off and test one. Oh, curiosity's getting the better of me. This must be able to hold the hose over. Rubber doesn't actually feel too bad. See if it works. So connect it up. Well, let's click in. Oh, there we go. We have liftoff. Started off as a thin point to one side and then it evened out, so maybe it was a bit gummed up. Bit sporadic, that might be my connections. Do you know what, these, I'm going to be changing my mind now. Seems silly to come this far and then not change the rubbers, but I'll have to do them. Anyway, right, I'll do all these another day and yeah, film that. But yeah, that's promising. 1 out of 1. Thanks for watching.